Our tail of the tape for this, our first fight on Paramount Network. Fusi, fighting out of Italy, 8 wins, 27 years old. His opponent will have a slight reach advantage, and to officially get us underway, here is Michael C. Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Bellator MMA on Paramount Network. Tonight from Milano, Italia, we begin with 3 5-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing the blue corner first. At 5'10", weighing in 170.4 pounds. His professional record, 6 wins, 2 losses from Arcole, Italia. Presenting Walter Kraken Pugliesi. And across the cage, his adversary fighting out of the red corner. At 5'10", weighing in 169.2 pounds as a professional. 8 victories, 4 defeats from Erba, Italia. Introducing Andrea El Barbaro Fusi. In charge of the action, your referee, Jaron Villel.
Jaron Villel, our referee. Fusi, as we showed you, won the first fight by split decision. He has added on a victory since then. He is on a 3-fight win streak. Here we go! Andrea Fusi in the red gloves, Walter Pugliesi in the blue gloves. Fusi has the crowd on his side, although they both fight out of Italy. Somehow he must live closer to Milan or have more friends.
He's got more people in his corner because he won the last fight. But
there you go.
Pugliesi is a guy, he will come and start to brawl. I'm really watching for that moment that he decides to just go for it, because that's what he does in his fights. But right now he's remaining calm, just trying to be active in the fight, look for his shots. There he goes, he's starting to go after him. He just got hit with a good counter shot. That's what he has to be careful of.
And Fusi recognized that and talked about it. He said he does not believe, though, that his wrestling and jiu-jitsu is at the same level as he possesses, and now it is Fusi pushing forward.
I think Fusi is absolutely right that Pugliesi doesn't have the exact same skill set, but when they fought the first time, he found ways to hurt Fusi at times that Fusi did not expect. Fusi's got to be very careful if he ends up even in the top position. He's got to be smart about what he does and where he goes.
Second fight in the Bellator cage for both of these men. The first about 120 kilometers south from here in Genoa. Pugliesi had finishes in his first 6 fights, opened his professional career 6-0.
Pugliesi doing a real good job with head position, just working knees to the inner thigh, just to make it to when, if they do separate, like he's doing, and he's the instigator of it, you're just not going to move on that leg quite as well.
Front kick to the chest. Watch for some of those big looping punches from the man in the blue gloves, Kraken, Walter Pugliesi. Now it's Fusi trying to answer. Midway point of round number 1, fight scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
They allowed Pugliesi to get himself under hooks. He's got double unders. That's usually going to control the body. That's why he was able to turn him on the fence and now go after him with knees again.
Fusi has a background in soccer, as well as he mentioned in boating. I don't know if that helps you as a fighter. Soccer certainly does.
Depends on what kind of boating. If you're rowing, then it's a great workout.
That's a great point. That's a great point. There's those looping punches I talked about,
That's
John.
the difference. That's where Fusi needs to take advantage. When he sees him starting to open up with those looping shots, set yourself and throw straight shots down the middle. Those are going to connect, and they're going to make all of his shots go off track. You got to be smart in the way you deal with a brawler. Brawlers are difficult because they do unusual, weird things at times, and you've got to be smart about those counters that are going to stop them in their tracks.
And Pugliesi likes to utilize his knees in the clinch position, so keep an eye on that potential as well.
Fusi digging that underhook, trying to turn him. He turns him. Pugliesi does the smart thing, lets it go, and just takes his underhook and makes him turn right back into the fence.
26-year-old against 27-year-old and a couple of big shots.
That was a nice left uppercut. It touched Fusi and it hurt.
Oh, yeah. And there's those knees, John, that when you were breaking down the fight and sharing your breakdown with me, you talked about the knees from the clinch.
Yeah, you know, he's good at it because he just consistently brings it. In the clinch, he just keeps on hitting you. And they start to break you down. And Fusi had to be looking at that situation going, that caused me a problem in the last fight. Let me not get into a position where my back is against the cage. But you can see what's occurring. Good head position. Fusi's got his back on the cage. This is not the way he needs to work and win this fight.
The first 5 minutes, the type of fight, the style of fight that Walter Pugliesi wanted.
Replay of some action. Big looping shot. You can see that landed. That's what, when Fusi is in a position to throw straight shots, he needs to throw straight shots. Watch this big left, looping hand right on that button. That's a nice shot. That hurt Fusi, and that's the difference in the round.
The difference meaning that he won round one?
No doubt he won round one. He landed the bigger, heavier shots. A lot of damage with the knees inside. He gets around 10-9.
So Big John's unofficial scorecard puts Walter Pugliesi up 10-9 after 5 minutes.
Pugliesi is controlling the position of the fight. Every time Fusi goes for the takedown, he gets underhooks, drives him to the cage, turns him into it, starts hitting him with the knees. He's fighting a very smart fight. For a guy that we look at as a brawler, he's fighting control. That's a mistake right there, though. He needs to be careful of. You get into a position, he felt his arm, it was being held. It's telling you something is being set up. Stop your motion, think about where you're at, and control what can happen.
Pugliesi, as John talked about, does not shy away from going toe-to-toe and getting into a brawl. He's worked on the technical part of his game and eliminating some of the mistakes he made earlier in his career.
You can see it, both double underhooks inside on the arms of Fusi. That's what allows Pugliesi to get him back and turn him into the cage. That's all good technical work by Pugliesi.
Fusi pushing forward here in round number 2. Got to watch for those wide looping punches again. He caught him with the left.
And hit him with the right hand, touched him on the chin with that right hand, looping right hand.
Short little uppercut connects. Again, John, if you break this fight down, so far it's being contested in the style in which Pugliesi wants it to be.
You're absolutely right, Mike. This is his fight. He's taking a guy who technically is actually better than he is. in the techniques that make a good MMA fighter, and he's using his smart technique as far as, I'm going to put you in a place where you can't do the normal things that you like to do. I'm going to put you against the cage. I'm going to make this a dirty, gritty, nasty-looking fight, a la Randy Couture type, and I'm going to get my win by being the smarter fighter.
Fight fans, don't forget to join the conversation on all social media platforms at hashtag Bellator230. Just past the midway point of our first fight here on Paramount Network from Milan, Italy. The Allianz Cloud.
Fusi really needs to get his back off of that cage. It's keeping him from being able to move. It's keeping him in a position where at any time, oh, nice left, right there, but at any time, he can be pushed back in that position where he's getting kneed and he's not doing anything. Big right hand again by Pugliesi.
Pugliesi connecting once again. Pugliesi physically very strong, and you can see him utilizing that. Big cut opened up on the forehead of Andrea Fusi. As we mentioned, this is a rematch of a fight that took place in Genoa back in December. Split decision win for the man in the red gloves.
Two nice elbows inside.
And more, and a spin and a connection.
Missed with an elbow and just spun off of it, landing the spinning back fist. You see the elbows are starting to do some damage here.
Blood starting to roll down from the top of the hairline, basically, John, towards the eyes of Andrea Fusi.
I'm really impressed with the fight that Walter Pugliesi has brought here tonight, man. You know, he stopped all the crazy brawling that he was doing in the first fight, getting wild, actually having problems because of that. He's controlled himself. He's fought a very smart, intelligent fight. He's put the fight where he can win it. Very impressed with the change from the first time to what we're seeing now.
And that first time they met was the first career loss in Pugliesi's MMA professional record. He, as I mentioned, opened 6-0, lost the split decision in Genoa, was finished in the first round in his last fight, but looks very composed thus far here in the rematch.
Comes shot, right hand over the top. Beautiful right hand by Pugliesi. Left hand doesn't really do a lot. It touched him. All this good clinch work, and then he comes with elbows straight across. Boom. That's the ones that cut him. Nice spinning back fist there off the miss. Just very smart fighting of your style of fight by Walter Pugliesi.
Third and final round. Another 10-9 for Pugliesi.
Yeah, and you can see that in this fight, Fusi is starting to get tired. All those shots are starting to add up. They're starting to wear him down. He needs to be smart with how he attacks here. He does not have that set in the right fashion for this guillotine to work, so don't waste your energy. Don't let your arm get tired. Get yourself to guard or get yourself back up. You've got that underhook.
3-fight win streak on the line.
And Pugliesi being very smart right here about not just going on the ground with Fusi. He knows that Fusi's dangerous there. He needs to be smart about not allowing this position to catch him and now end up on his back. Nice job.
He's made some great adjustments to his overall skill set, especially the patience and sticking with the game plan that we're seeing here tonight. Looking to set up a potential trilogy between Pugliesi and Fusi.
Pugliesi's got a lot of fans here tonight. You know, he's got that thing, something about him people like, and they like the fact that he's a brawler, but he's fighting smart. That was a good right hand he just landed.
Man, he's mixing things up nicely, utilizing the Muay Thai clinch, throwing some knees, some elbows.
Going to the legs, going to the body, coming up to the head. Not just targeting one area, it's everything.
And Fusi's arms
You're
are starting to hang lower and lower, Big John.
That's because they're filled with blood and they're heavy. Especially when you're trying to go with these overhooks and underhooks and a guy is dominating those positions and you're trying to move them. The arms get really heavy. The clinch, although it doesn't look like a lot, man, this is where you burn gas. This is grueling when you're in the clinch game and you can't stop what someone's doing. Nice right elbow.
And again, very effective with the elbows, those slicing elbows of Walter Pugliesi. As we approach the midway point of this third and final round, and Andrea Fusi needs to do something right here, right now.
He does. Both guys are getting tired. And look at what they've been doing up against the cage. Takes a lot of energy. Again, it doesn't look like a lot, but there's a lot going on there, and that does kind of empty your tank. Pugliesi's tired. Fusi's tired. So who's the guy that's going to say, I'm going to push through that? Who's mentally tough? It looks like Walter Pugliesi's that guy right now.
Over the top again. Fusi just unable to get this fight into his world.
Yeah, well, you saw Fusi going down, looking for a Kimura as he went down. But one, he didn't have the leg, he didn't have the right position, but Pugliesi fell into something that you're looking, you go, don't take that. He's got that Kimura position still.
A lot of time to work.
You should not allow Fusi's leg to come over his head. There you go.
Back up to the feet, 1:40 on the clock. Mike Goldberg, Big John McCarthy. Allianz Cloud. Beautiful, Milan, Italy.
Right now for both guys, it comes down to who wants it. How bad do you want this? Because both of them are exhausted. Both of them have heavy legs, heavy arms.
You said it right off the top, John. Pugliesi happy to
Big
brawl,
elbow.
and he has been brawling his way towards a victory here thus far. Still a minute on the clock, though.
There's a big left elbow by Pugliesi there. Overall, throughout the fight, Pugliesi's been the guy landing the cleaner, crisper shots in this fight, even though Fusi fundamentally has the cleaner type of stand-up game.
This is a different Walter Pugliesi than we saw back in December.
Completely, and that's nice to see because that's saying, you know what, I lost, and I'm learning from my loss. That's exactly what a good fighter does.
Under 30 now. Pugliesi trying to officially even the score. Dominant performance by Kraken, Walter Pugliesi. As they go the distance, our official decision here on Paramount Network from Milan, Italy, is coming up next. Back inside the Allianz Cloud, Milan, Italy. First fight goes the distance with the official decision, Michael C. Williams.
Ladies and gentlemen, having gone the distance inside the Bellator cage, we'll go to your three judges, Sal Diamano, Doug Crosby, Kerry Hatley. All three judges scored exactly the same, 30-27 for the winner by unanimous decision, Walter Kraken Pugliesi.
It's 1-1, and the winner. We'll talk to my partner, the birthday boy, Big John McCarthy. They're setting the date for the third fight right now. Here's Big John.
I'm here with your winner, Walter Pugliesi. Walter, that was a gritty, nasty fight against a guy that previously you had lost to. You came back with a big win here tonight. How are you feeling?
Ha detto che sei tornato a fare un rematch e sei tornato con una grande vittoria.
The victory is very difficult to take to Andrea Fusi. The work in the gym with my coach Garcia Amadori, it was very, very, very hard every fucking day, twice a day, and I love this. This is my work. This is my life. I want to go forward to this career, and I wish that Bellator crede. Believe in me, excuse me for my English. Thank you, Bellator, thank you guys, thank you to everybody.
Congratulations on an outstanding victory. Way to come back. Need a trilogy now, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Walter Pugliesi.
The hard work certainly pays off for the victor, Walter Pugliesi, who defeats Andrea Fusi